Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation. Today we're going to talk about Kid Omega, old punk rocker. And I gotta tell you guys, man, this dude is sweet. Freaking amazing character. Just like he was in the beta, he is amazing. This dude is set up nicely. And surprise, surprise, my rank 700, which when you guys see the build, you might be a little surprised by that. But he has 21,000 energy attack. He has 120 attack speed, which is pretty low. I wish that was up a little bit more. He has 32 crit rate, which is god-awful low. 150 critical damage, well, 151% ignore or critical damage more or less. And he has 46% ignore defense. This guy's really rough to get the stats up, but I don't have any Urus equipped at all. And he has max skill cooldown. All of his gears are 20, no Urus. You guys know that I like to test characters with their base setups. And take a look at his skills. His tier 2 passive increases, we don't care about that. Immunity and incapacitation effect. Okay, cool. Maybe good for PvP. And he has a nice little remove all debuff for 5 seconds, which is pretty awesome. So when this is in effect, he won't get stunned or feared or frozen, which is pretty cool. On a 20-second cooldown, his 1 has a nice damage accumulation based on how much damage you take. Has a 3-second immunity, which can be guard broken, but it really doesn't matter because of some other effects and his other skills. His 2 has a 3-second stun, could be good for PvP as long as there's no debuff. His 3 decreases all speed, don't really care about that. Bleed damage, pretty much useless in this game. Increases mind damage by 15%, very nice. And increases mind resist by 50%, could be useful in PvP, we'll have to wait and see. And his 4 has another 3-second stun, an all attack buff, all speed, and he has a 30% crit rate buff. So actually, it only lasts for 4 seconds, but this is the skill you want your damage proc on, so it's just fine, guys. So all you need is 45% crit rate to get max critical rate during the moment of your damage proc, which is really all you need. It's perfecto. And the 5th skill here decreases character size by 50%, all attack by 10, all defense, and has a stun, and has a nice little paralyze that ignores immunity for 4 seconds, which is awesome, means it works in World Boss. And he has invincible for 4 seconds, which cannot be guard broken. So that's why it doesn't bother me that the 3 can be guard broken. Who cares? This is, when you're doing, in the rotation, you're doing 5, cancel 4. You're doing 5 to get this attack buff and to get that paralyzed, and then put that damage proc right on the 4 where he's shooting them guns, and then you'll get this another attack buff, you'll get this crit rate buff, and guys, he's pretty freaking strong, pretty awesome. And then he has this increased mind damage by 40% leadership, which we will be utilizing today, for sure. We gotta show that off. Actually, we're gonna show a few things off about this guy today. Now his rotation's awesome, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and watch that 5 because it looks amazing. Thing looks awesome, and you'll see that a couple times in the gameplay. We'll be facing Ebony, and sometimes I don't catch Ebony early enough and he goes in an iframe and I just miss it. So yeah, sometimes that happens. And then we'll go into that 4, which looks fantastic. I just love it. We'll watch that again. Man, that looks tight, guys. Seriously, that's awesome. The 2, this is a skill I don't really use too much, but it is a cool looking skill. I like the tornadoes. The 1 has that damage accumulation. This skill I just kind of hit, let it play out for a little bit, no big deal. And the 3, cool looking skill, but don't really like to use it, guys. It's pretty much 5, cancel into the 4, put the damage proc on the 4, that little flame comes down, then hit the 1, and then do it all over again. Sometimes I might throw in the 2, but I usually don't. And the thing that's awesome about this guy is the fact that he can paralyze from that 5th skill. This is awesome, guys. You can paralyze. So Ebony, who likes to iframe all the freaking time, you can actually paralyze his punk butt, hit your damage proc on the 4, and do all kinds of damage. So what if Ebony's iframing during the 3 or whatever? It doesn't matter because those skills aren't going to do that much damage. As long as all your damage is hitting on that 4 skill with that damage proc, that's all that matters. So it's amazing, guys. This dude's set up beautifully. Now this here kind of sucks. I got an overdrive stage 5 set. This would be a lot better if it was Power of Angry Hawk. He really needs that attack speed big time, guys. And I didn't have enough ISO 8 sets. I didn't have enough 6-star ISOs to equip this guy with a stage 6 overdrive set, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then we have a mind damage. This is a nice mind damage, 39%, almost 40%, which is awesome. Lightning damage, which is doing nothing for him. and then 180% damage proc. So pretty good obelisk. It'd be a lot better if I had crit damage on it, mind damage with crit damage, and a damage proc. That would be beautiful. And this is what I would recommend to put on him. Yeah, guys, you know, you don't really need to put a CTP of energy, although he would do more damage, but he doesn't need it, you know. And we don't have a uniform at all. So guys, let's take him into stage 45, Ebony, and let's see how he does. Let's rock and roll. Okay guys, so we're not going to use any strikers except for anti-venom just to give some heals in case we need those things. But we're not going to use nothing at all, just him. Yeah guys, and we're just going to use Coulson for that 45% damage dealt to supervillains plus that 20% guaranteed critical rate. And we're going to use Valkyrie for her 45% damage dealt to supervillains. And old boy's going to tear it up. Because he can paralyze Ebony and lock him down, and the fact that he's doing elemental damage, mind damage, he can definitely tear this up and get it done, guys. The only thing you really got to be careful about is that poison that's lying on the ground. You can't take damage with that, and that's even with an immunity up. So that's another reason I got anti-venom in here. And you guys see right there, we did take some damage, and he puts out the damage when he takes the damage. This dude is freaking awesome. And I wouldn't, you know, normally any character that has to take damage, I never recommend bringing Scarlet. But to be honest, guys, against Ebony, because Scarlet does mind damage and she brings that all defense down, honestly, against Ebony, she would be a good choice because she's going to really increase his damage by applying that all defense down. And the fact that he's going to take damage throughout the entire time you're fighting. There's going to be moments where he's going to have that damage accumulation. There's going to be moments he might not. But at the end of the day, he'll probably end up doing more damage having Scarlet in there, guys. But I'm just showing you that you don't need her. You don't need, in fact, you don't need anyone. You know, you really don't even need anti-venom if you can play, you know, proper enough. I'm going to run away from this. If you guys notice, the graphics are quite a bit better playing on the old iPhone. Let's pick up these heals. Really, the only thing that's missing from his kit is heals, but I wouldn't expect him to have heals, to be honest, guys. I wouldn't. I mean, this isn't a Phoenix-infused Kid Omega, so I don't expect no heals. He's actually this. I mean, he's a solid dude. This dude's freaking awesome. You know, you got the crowd control with the paralyze. You got the damage accumulation. You got the massive damage from the force skill. You even got a nice little partial life frame on the 2 if you need it. And look at that. We just locked old freaking Ebony down and started beating the crap out of him. Now, so far, Ebony hasn't escaped that paralyze. But he will, that pecker. He'll escape it eventually. Because there's little gaps in there when you hit your 1 where the paralyze is not in effect, like right there. And we got Ebony again. He was getting ready to throw down the purple, and we cut him off. And that's the beautiful thing about Kid Omega, man. I love that crowd control. And there, freaking Ebbs went into an iframe, and that's why you guys seen that 5 play out like that. Sometimes that happens. Don't quite get the 5th off fast enough. Don't get that mind control off fast enough. And yeah. But man, he can tear it up. And guys, just so you know, if we were running strikers, this would be stage 53, 54, maybe even 55 with a good run. And this build at level 60 with a regular damage proc and no Urus. Just to give you guys an idea of how strong it is. Because sometimes when you don't play with strikers, people don't realize how much those strikers really help your damage. I mean, they offer bonuses, they offer all defense down. It makes a huge difference. And the fact that this guy's taken down stage 45 all by himself, just with a couple supports, shows how awesome he is, especially with this build. I'm really interested to see what he can do at level 70 with Urus and fully built. I really would like to get another damage proc though. I mean, this is a good obelisk that I have on him, but I really would like to get something with some crit damage. I mean, that would be a lot better. And freaking Evs got away from me again, that bastard. God dang it. And sometimes what happens is, if you hit your 5 and Evs goes in his little iframe, and Kid Omega's doing that 5, go ahead and hit your 1 to make sure you get your immunity up, and then hit your 4 and try to get your damage proc on the 4. I try that sometimes because if you don't hit your immunity, you could take a crap ton of damage and die, and that's something we never want to happen. But he is getting it done, man. Super fun to play. Decent movement speed. You know, he's not the fastest, but I wouldn't expect him to be. But I do love the way he kind of trots around. You know, he's got the little purple running underneath him. It's pretty cool. So guys, you know, 30 seconds to spare. So yeah, man, you could easily add 7-8 stages with Striker. So pretty awesome character. Really digging him. Highly recommended, guys. He's freaking amazing. So let me know what you think about him, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.